Well, she went on TV and she lied about what really happened in Benghazi. You remember, watch.
Response to a hateful and offensive video, direct result of a heinous and offensive video. There was a hateful video.
Isn't that unbelievable? Gosh, Susan Rice, she's blasting the president now, blasting his morals. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Waltz is going to join us next.
Susan Rice, President Obama's former national security advisor, has a lot to say about President Trump's newly unveiled national security strategy this week. In a New York Times op-ed, she writes, quote, relinquishing the nation's moral authority in these difficult times will only embolden rivals and weaken ourselves. It will make a mockery of the very idea of America first. Fox News contributor Lieutenant Colonel Michael Waltz is a Green Beret and author of Warrior Diplomat. He joins us right now from our nation's capital. Colonel, you know, for her to be talking about moral authority and President Trump administration stretching the truth, that's delicious irony, isn't it?
Oh, Steve, this is rich. I mean, you know, there's two issues here. One is Susan Rice's personal credibility to be making any criticism. And then two, the substance of the criticism. So, you know, from abandoning Iraq to the Iran deal to trading 5 Taliban terrorists for a deserter in Bo Bergdahl, to walking away from Afghanistan, to the island building China was doing, to letting North Korea advance towards an ICBM. You know, Susan Rice has zero credibility to be criticizing anyone's foreign policy, period.
Well, don't you think part of it, though, Colonel, though, is the fact that during the Trump administration now they're trying to undo a lot of the Obama legacy items that the President Trump just doesn't like?
Well, thank God they are. So let's look at some of the criticism that she leveled. And by the way, I particularly find it rich that she's criticizing for human rights, given that she was on Clinton's National Security Council staff when the Rwanda genocide happened, and then she presided as National Security Advisor over the worst massacre, I think, in modern history in Syria with what's going on. But at the end of the day, I think the issue here that they have with America First is that President Trump is reasserting American leadership. He's acknowledging that we have to compete with our rivals, whether they're rogue states or peer competitors in Russia and China or terrorist groups. And, you know, there is just this, I think, backlash that she's having on against American assertiveness.
Well, and ultimately, this president's goal is America first, whereas the last, many, including you, said it was all about America. Sorry, with the apology tool.
That's right. That's right. Well, and if I can just say, too, you know who doesn't regret this are American soldiers downrange who have the shackles taken off of them with the over-restrictive ROE that Susan Rice put in place.
The rules of engagement. All right. Colonel, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you.
All right. Merry Christmas. Thanks so much.
All right. 10 minutes.